Okay, so here's some ink and wash studies. I think I did most of these from black and white film footage that I stop, that I pause, because you get good lighting that way. This guy's face went a bit dark. I think I didn't wash the black out my brush there, but yeah, it's just like I'm using a dip pen nib, and it's just a two-tone approach. So you've got basically your ink tone, and then it's pretty much it's probably not a 50%. It's more like that grey is probably more like a 30% grey. I don't know, something like that. But the black never goes black with this ink I've got, and you know, all the regular problems with ink. So it ends up just being grey, but so these kinds of things, like these kind of lighting patterns, you can get a lot of nice examples in I find in some of the older films, and even if it's not that old, I suppose, but with the older film, it's just the lower, even the lower sort of quality of the print or something. It just simplifies things. This is actually, yes, this would be like this was like a 1920s, 1930s film or something from Russia, but so you get like strong contrasted lighting and so on, which is what I'm looking for, just to simplify it. And yeah, the brush, when I just use brush, I go back and forth on it, but brush, it always tends to look floppier because there's no friction on it. But yeah, obviously works paintbrushes, but for any kind of line work, it's sort of frustrating. But it's one of those things where once you get to a certain size of nib, you just have to go to the brush if you want black. So yeah, they're just pretty reduced lighting studies, pretty much, or figure studies, but I'm concerned with also the lighting, except for this one, which was just this is my sculpture collection as usual. So sculpture is actually one reason I like to go to the film. I mean, I'd ideally want real people, but I don't have access to a whole bunch of people who are going to sit there for me. But the thing is that with sculpture, a lot of these old bronzes, the lighting is awkward on them because it's metallic. So you do get crisp lighting sometimes, but other times you get this metallic sheen and weird things going on if it's polished. And even if it's not metal, if it's marble or stone or wood unpainted, basically you don't get you get the lighting pattern, but you don't get the tones. So everything is white, and or everything is just two tones, but you don't get, like, if the hair or the eyes and so on are dark, or different parts are dark. So you can obviously fill that in yourself, but it just gets a bit awkward. So that's why sculpture's not the be all and end all. I mean, I like using sculpture, but also, of course, in the European tradition, it's all just nudes after a certain point. And if you actually need to or want to know how to draw clothing, you have to eventually draw people with clothing. So yeah, that's basically it. And till next time.